So what's that cord there with the whole thing on? That thing for it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waterloo High School for another junior varsity matchup. Waterloo coming up on the short end of the stick last night against Partyville. I couldn't think of who they played last night. 8-6, and we are back to conference action here with Partyville, or not Partyville. God, I did it again. Belleville, the Wildcats. Jacob Gear takes the hill for the Pirates. Dylan behind the plate. First to third is Jackson Burbach at first. Second base is Jake Lauersdorf. Shortstop, Caleb Wickman. Third base is Shea Selno. Left to right, Trey Collins in left. Center field, Gavin Proud. And in right field is Riley Schulenberg. Opening pitch by Gear outside a ball. And that is in there for a strike. Jacob evens the count. And hits the outside corner. Jacob ahead, 1-2. Getting closer to the plate, the batter is, and in comes drop third strike. That's what it was. I couldn't figure out what we were doing. I totally lost it there, folks. I'm sorry. Well, it's considered an out with runner on base. So we'll consider that a strikeout. Runner holds. Opening pitch is in there for a strike. Gear checks the runner. Two-step lead over there. And he's holding. And gets away from Dylan Rufner again, and the runner will take second. One count. Swing and a miss. Jacob ahead, 1-2. With a runner on second, top of the first, no score. And just misses low and outside. Good eye by the Belleville batter on that pitch. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. And swings through that one. Drop third strike again. And needs to throw to first. And going to third. And that is high. And slides under the tag. So we got one out and a runner on third. Swing and a miss. I'm not sure if on that last play, if he tagged him. Umpire hadn't called out, though. His arms were out to the side. I don't know. Maybe I can talk to Blue between the innings to find out what's going on there. Maybe they did have to go to first to record the out. And that gets away from Dylan, and the run will score. And Belleville with an early 1-0 lead. So a little pitcher-catcher visit at home plate. Normally you see that on the pitcher's mound, but I think Jacob trying to just calm Rufner down behind the plate here. That's high. Probably just trying to say, okay, nobody on. Let's just get this all behind us and let's move forward with these new batters. 2-1 count, and that's on the inside corner. Even at 2-2. See if Jacob brings this offering up a little bit higher. He does. And it's on the outside corner for strike 3. So maybe we won't see any curveballs in the dirt anymore for the rest of this game. Hopefully that will help. That's just outside. Oh, Dylan. Dylan wasn't even sure he snagged that one, and he did. That's ball 1. Drops low, 2-0. High. 3-0. And that is in there for a strike. Need a couple more here to finish off this inning. 3-1 count, and swings through that one. Jacob coming back. And low. And a walk. So Belleville 2 down and a runner on first. And pitches on the outside corner. And throws over to first. Runner was already back on the base before Jacob even released the ball to first. Outside corner. Jacob ahead 0-2. Step and a half lead over there for the runner at first. He holds, and foul tip. And we'll do it again at 0-2. And inside gets away from Dylan. And Belleville runner will take a big turn at second. Advance there on a wild pitch. 1-2 now. Top of the first. Belleville with a run in. And that is low and outside. 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. Oh, foul ball. Never mind. And we'll do it again at 2-2. That is outside a ball. 3-2 now. Run it full. Well, Jacob just not able to put away this third out of the first inning. And there it is. So Jacob with 2 strikeouts, a walk, and an unearned run. Belleville strands a runner on second through 1/2 inning of play. Belleville 1, Waterloo coming up. Lineup for Waterloo is as follows. Lauersdorf will be Schulenberg in the 2-hole. Shroud will be number 3. Selnow, your cleanup hitter. Arendt will be in the 5 spot as the extra hitter today. Number 6, Jacob Gear. 7 is Caleb Weekman. 8 spot, Dylan Rufner. Number 9, Jackson Burbach. And your number 10 hitter today, Trey Collins, in left field. What wind there is today, blowing out to left. Not going to get much carry. But we will see. Jake Lauersdorf to lead off for Waterloo. Number of sophomores in the lineup today. And Jake fouls that one into the fence. That's a little bit high, even at a ball and a strike. And that is high and outside, 2-1. And that is on the outside corner. Two and two to Jake. Lauersdorf starting at second base today. And that is high and inside. Run it full. Outfield plays straight away. Jake with a liner to right. Solid single. And Waterloo with the opening base runner here on in the first inning. Brings up Riley Schulenberg, the right fielder today. Lauersdorf holds. Riley squares the bunt, and it will head foul. Thought maybe with the speed it might hit the grass and come back fair before they had a chance to grab it, but no dice. Ends up just being a long strike. Little hit and run action early in this game for the Pirates. And Jake needs to sneak back to first. He's back in time. Jake holds it first. Riley swings through that one. 0-2. And that dropped for strike three. First out of the inning for Waterloo. Brings the crowd. Manning's center field today. Throw to first. Lauersdorf back in plenty of time. And Gavin with a grounder to third. Picks and throws, not in time, and gets away from the first baseman. Gavin will take second. Jake coming all the way around to score the tying run. And this game is tied at a run apiece. Brings up Shea Sell now and takes that opening pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Good secondary lead out there by Shroud at second. Hopping over there, and he's going to take the throw. Shroud back in time. Shortstop had a jump for that one. And big secondary lead. That is way behind Shea, and Shroud had that one stolen on the pitcher. So go ahead, run 90 feet away. Bottom of the first, tie game. Salo with a grounder through the hole at short. And just like that, Waterloo gains the lead. 2-1. Brings up Kian Arendt, the extra hitter. Celebrated a birthday yesterday. Sal now holds, and that drops in there. for a strike. I think this is the same umpire that was behind the plate in yesterday's game. Definitely will call that outside strike. There's another one, and Kean swings through that one. 0-2. Sal now with a two-step lead out there. He's holding, and Kean lines one into left, and caught out there by the left fielder. Came in a couple steps, and so brings up Jacob Gear. That is high and tight, ball one. Let's see if Selnow's off with this pitch. Got a 2.5-step lead over there. He's still going to hold, and that's on the outside corner. 1-1. 2 down in the bottom of the first. Waterloo with a 2-1 lead. That is low and outside. Gear ahead now, 2-1. If Gear can reach. Weekman waits on deck. Steps off, throws back to first. Selnow back safely with a head first slide. I don't know where our sun went. I thought it was going to stay out the whole time, and we've got some overcast. Big lead over there at first. Jacob swings through that one. 2-2. I think Selnow could have had that one stolen, and he just probably could have walked to second base. Now he's off with the pitch and plunked. So Gear is on via the HBP. So Waterloo with runners on first and second with 2 down. Stands in and taps that one to short. Force play at second is in time, and Gear is out on the 6-4 put out. Force out, I should say. And the inning is over. But Waterloo plates 2, takes the lead back through 1 inning of play. Waterloo 2, Belleville 1. I guess there could have been a pinch runner for Gear when he was on first. Save him some steps of going from second back to the dugout, now back out to the mound. But he's going to be ready for his warm-up tosses. And we'll be back to live action here momentarily. Belleville comes into this game, junior varsity that is, a 1-4 record. Defeated most recently by Palmyra Eagle 9-2. The only victory coming against a Marshall team, 11-4, that Waterloo had previously faced twice, and most recently a week ago Thursday at Marshall High School. Waterloo was victorious in a 4-inning time limit game, 20-0. Opening pitch of the second is popped up, and Shroud comes in about 4 steps and puts that one away for the first out. 1 pitch, 1 out. And Jacob finding the strike zone again. Ahead 0-1. Inside, a ball. Ball pitch, at the knees. And Jacob ahead 1-2. And that's the same spot. And 2 down. One and 0. And swing and a miss. Even at a ball and a strike. And grounder to first through Burbach's legs and into right. So Belleville with a runner on first. Bottom of the order here. Definitely want to get this guy. And that's a grounder back to Jacob, who gloves that, throws on to first. Belleville runner stops halfway there. And that ends the second inning. So through an inning and a half, Waterloo holds on to their 2-1 lead. Due up for Waterloo, 8, 9, and 10 batters. Riffner, Burbach, and Collins. All right, bottom of the second. And Dylan stands in there and swings at the first pitch. Little grounder to the pitcher. Catcher picks it up and throws to first. And not in time. Rufner beats it out for an infield single. Not sure if the catcher had to try to get a better angle to throw that. Worrying about hitting Rufner in the back. Leadoff batter aboard for the second inning in a row for Waterloo. Brings up Burbach, the first baseman. And that pitch is outside. Fake snap throw down to first. And that's inside. Nice backhand. Stop by the Wildcats catcher. 2-0. Let's see if Dylan is off with the pitch here. Good pitch to run on. He's off. And pitch is taken for a strike. And Dylan with a stolen base. So Burbach still ahead, 2-1. And swings through that outside pitch. 2-2. High ball. Run it full. And Jackson pops that one out to center and falls there. Bermuda triangle shot there. And Dylan trots down to third, and that ball will go out of play. And Dylan will get to trot home for the third run of the game. Burbach with a single. Advances to second on the throw to third, and will take third on the throw out of play. So Waterloo with a run in here in the bottom of the second. Nobody out still, and Trey Collins stands in. Outside strike. It's been a strike all day yesterday and all day today. So far. And that is high a ball. 1-1. And Collins fouls that one right over my head. And he's behind 1-2. And Collins swings through that offering for the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order in Jake Lauersdorf. Singled and scored in the first. And Jake hops on that first pitch and a single right through the middle. And he's 2 for 2 today. Burbach trots home. And Waterloo up 4-1. Schulenberg in batter's box now after a throwback to first. Lauersdorf there and plenty of time. Lauersdorf holds, and Schulenberg with a fly ball to center. And that will drop there for a single. Single of the game for Waterloo that found a hole. And in steps Gavin Shroud. And not quite sure where that one missed. First and second, one down in the bottom of the second. And Shroud out ahead of that one. Taps that foul outside of third. Low and outside, back to the fence. Runners will take second and third on the wild pitch. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Gavin Shroud, who's ahead 2-1. That is high. 3-1. Full count. And that is a solid single to left. And throw comes in and gets away from the third baseman. And Schulenberg comes in to score. On the throw to third, Shroud takes second. And we've got ourselves a 6-1 lead. Salno with a pop fly to right, coming in and caught out there for the second out of the inning. Brings up the extra hitter, Keaton Arendt, who flew out to left his first time up. Shroud definitely getting the attention of the pitcher. With his lead out there, he's off. Pitches on the inside corner, taken for a strike, and Shroud steals third. Second for Shroud. And Arrington in a 1 hole. And swings through that offering. 0-2. And Kean with a bloop to left. And it's going to fall in there for a hit. And RBI single for Kean. And errant throw to first, and Kean will take second. Jacob Gear stands in. Ooh, almost hit again. Was hit his first time up last inning. And was out at second on the fielder's choice to end the last inning. And a little bloop into left for a single out there. Kean with a big turn at third, but he will hold. Gets past the catcher. And Jacob takes second and will take third on the play to the plate.
It's also here.
Brings up Caleb Weekman, who grounded into the fielder's choice last inning where Jacob was out. And Caleb with a grounder pass short. And Jacob will trot home. Brings up Dylan Rufner, who singled earlier this inning. We have batted. And that is over Rufner's head. Ball one. And Dylan with a grounder under the third baseman. And shortstop stops that from going into the outfield, but that will be another infield single for Rufner. Tapped one earlier in front of home plate this inning. And Dylan will not be sub for. The starting catcher. And Jackson Burbach ducks at that inside pitch. And ball one. And that is a fly ball out to right. And gonna be caught out there by the center fielder in right center. And that ends the inning.
Good job, guys.
But Waterloo sends 12 to the plate. And they score 7 through 2 innings of play. Waterloo 9. And Belleville 1. Okay, we got the scoreboard right now. Scoreboard head said only 8-1. Double checked, and it's actually 9 now. Jacob finishing his warm-up tosses. A nice scoop there by Dylan. Back to the top of the order for Belleville. And that is behind him. 0-1. Or 1-0, excuse me. And that pitch is in there for a strike. 1-1. And that is in there 1-2. And grounder to first. And Jackson will race him to the bag and will record the out. Unassisted. First out of the inning. Low and outside. That's a ball. 2-0. And Jacob ahead on that curveball. But behind 1. That's on the outside corner. 2-2. And that is in there. Froze him for the second out of the inning. Curveball. Swung on and missed. 0-1. Might have actually been a slider. Definitely had some downward movement. And fouled over the Waterloo out and gear ahead 0-2. And swung on and missed. So 1, 2, 3 go the Wildcats in the third. Through 2.5. Waterloo leads 9-1. Varsity playing Belleville in the Waterloo Fireman's Park. Let's see if we can get an updated score on that one. Senior night also. update from Fireman's Park. The varsity Waterloo Pirate varsity team leads Belleville Wildcats 4-1, top of the fourth. And Keegan Lauersdorf was on the hill for Waterloo. And Trey Collins will stand in the bottom of the third, with Waterloo leading 9-1. First pitch is swung on, foul, and out of play. And right up the middle, off the pitcher's glove and to the shortstop. 1-6-3 on the putout. Don't see that very often. Opening pitch to Lauersdorf is a strike. And inside a ball. 1-1. Outside 2-0. 2-1, excuse me. Scoreboard shows 2-2. And that drops in there. Now it's 2-2. And that is behind Jake. Just gets out of the way of that one. 3-2. Full count. Bases empty. And fly ball out to right. Cut out there. 2 up, 2 down for Waterloo in the third. And Riley Schulenberg stands in. 1 for 2 today. And solid single. Oh, it could be a double. It's in the gapper. And it's going to roll to the wall. Schulenberg on his horse around second. He's going to be into third with a standing triple. A 2-out standing triple. I underestimated how hard that ball was hit. And in steps Gavin Shroud, takes the first pitch high, ball 1. Outside 2-0. And Shroud with a fly ball to left. That's over the left fielder's head. Stands just short of the fence wall. And Shroud digging for third. He's in there with a standing triple. Back-to-back standing triples. And Waterloo with another run. It's 10-1. Shroud's teammates over there telling him he only has warning track power. Pop fly. That's going to be in the infield. And dropped by the pitcher. So Shroud comes in to score. Selno safe at first by the E1. And brings up Errant. Pitch to Kean is outside a ball. Singleton scored his last time up. And ball high and outside. Still not a lot of wind, but just picked up a little bit here. And Kean will be hit by a pitch. And pinch hitter now, Avery Peachy for Jacob Gear. Oh, gonna have a coaching visit to the mound. Full infield meeting. Looks like the coach and the catcher are leading the discussion. So Avery Peachy's first at bat today. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Sees one he likes and fists that to the shortstop. Picks and throws. And Avery beats it out. And in steps Caleb Weekman. And that is a foul ball. Catcher giving chase. And just out of his reach. So Caleb in a hole 0-1. The base is full of Pirates. And 2 in the inning. Waterloo leads 11-1. And Caleb with a pop fly to right. And right fielder will catch that for the third out. And that retires the side. But Waterloo with 2 more. Stranding 3. And through 3 innings of play, Waterloo leads 11-1. So Peachy will stay in the game and pitch. First outing of the season for Peachy on the mound. Parker Degler takes over for Riley Schulenberg in right. And the rest remains the same. So Peachy with one more warm-up pitch, and we'll be ready to go here in the top of the fourth. Good throw down there by Rufner. So we can close the book on Jacob Gear's pitching performance. 3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 run unearned. First pitch by Peachy is in there for a strike. Opens it up with a curveball. And that one is tipped foul that Rufner could not hang on, but Peachy ahead in an 0-2 hole. And Tapper foul. That's about a 59.5-foot curveball. So we'll do it again at 0-2. And high and outside. 1-2. And Tapper outside of third, foul. So we'll keep it at 1-2. And just like that, he's ahead and then hits a batter. So Belleville with a runner on first. Outside a ball. 1-0. And fouled into the fence. Even had a ball and a strike. Little camera time for the bench coach. And he's off with a pitch in there for a strike. And stole the base. Well, Belleville with a runner in scoring position. Peachy ahead, 1-2. That's where he was last time before he plunked the last batter. And curveball swung on and missed. So a hit batter and a strikeout. 1 down in the inning. And out in front of that one, Shea giving chase. And caught over there in foul territory for the second out. So 2 down now in the top of the fourth. Wildcats still with a runner on second. And Peachy drops that one in low, ball 1. And swung and a miss and hit off the umpire. 1 1-1. Gonna have a little visit to give the umpire time to recover. Hit him in the shoulder. I think he's okay. Resume live baseball here after we clean the plate. Peachy coming home. And Dillon with a throw down to third. And slid under the tag. So, stolen base. Two and one the count. With two down here in top of the fourth. Waterloo up 11-1. And curveball outside. 3-1. Nice stop by Rufner to save a run. And just outside. Runners on the corners for the Wildcats. And curveball in there for a strike. Swinging strike. Up from first to get out of a force play. Nope, stays there. And that is in there for a strike. 0-2. And curveball in there. Strikeout of the inning. And that ends the threat. Belleville strands 2. And through 3.5, Waterloo leads 11-1. So, bottom of the fourth. And bottom of the lineup for Waterloo. New pitcher in for the Wildcats, number 7 on the hill now. And Dylan fouls that one off. 1-1. And Dylan comes up empty on that curveball. He's behind 1-2. And Dylan swings through that curveball via the strikeout. Brings up Jackson Burbach. Inside a ball. Jackson singled and scored in the second, and then later made the third out in the second inning. Flying out to center. And outside a ball, 1-1. And Jackson with a single to right. So, pinch hitter now for Waterloo. Trey Collins is substituted for by Emmanuel Granados. Probably take over for him in left next half inning. And Emmanuel flies one out to right. Is that going to drop? That will fall. And Burbach with a big turn at second, but they'll just go station to station. Back to the top of the order. Jake Lauersdorf. One down in the bottom of the fourth. And big curveball is in there for a strike. And swing and a miss back to the fence. And both runners will advance 90 feet. And Jake with a bloop over right, over the first baseman, and he will single. And Burbach comes in to score 12-1 now, with only one down. Stepping to the plate now, Parker Degler, who took over for Riley Schulenberg in right. The last top of this inning. And Parker down the line, but foul by about 5 feet. Got out ahead of that one, just a long strike. Pitch is high, 1-1. Granados on third, Lauersdorf on first. One down in the fourth. And inside corner to Degler. Couldn't pull the trigger. He's in a hole, 1-2. Curveball is in there for the second out of the inning. And pinch hitter for Gavin Shroud, Wyatt Toy steps to the plate. And Wyatt with a single up the middle. Saw the first pitch he liked. And Granados comes in to score. On the play, Lowers Dave takes second. And we are clearing the bench here now. Ryan Hunter will take the place of Shea Selnow at third. Opening pitch to him is high, a ball. And bluff throw back to second. Jake still stayed about 5 feet away from the bag, didn't even tag up. Now he's getting a little, second baseman trying to sneak back there, and grounder to third, glove there, and steps on third for the, and Waterloo is retired, but they pick up 2 more through 4 innings of play. Waterloo leads it 13-1. So again, defensive changes here. After all of the pinch hitting in the last half inning, Granados will for Collins in left. Toy, who came in to bat for Shroud, stays in the game at center. And Ryan Hunter will take over at third for now. Back on the mound for his second inning of work is Avery Peachy. He will face the bottom of the order and then back to the top for Belleville in the top of the 5th. And first pitch is outside the ball. Straightaway outfield for this player. Curveball in there for a strike, 1-1. And that is in there for a swinging strike. Peachy ahead, 1-2. Might have been only the second fastball he's thrown today. And there's a curveball, swing and a miss in the outside corner. Third strikeout for Peachy on the day. Back to the top of the order. Sun back out. Burbach at first without any sunglasses. Opening pitch to this batter, top of the order, is low and outside, ball 1. Members of the softball team have shown up. That is outside a ball. Oh, 2-0. Softball team was taking on Wisconsin Heights in the park today. And curveball up the middle for a single. Just out of the outstretched reach of Weekman. So first hit given up by Peachy on the day. I'm guessing with the slow delivery by Peachy, this runner at first will not be there very long. He's going to stay there, and a single up the middle again, and Weekman gloves it and unable to shovel it to Lauersdorf, covering the bag. Nice stop by Weekman to keep that from going into the outfield. But Belleville with runners on first and second with one down now. Peachy coming home. On and missed. I don't know if the umpire got hit again. Looked like it. So Peachy ahead 0-1. And that curveball didn't curve. Batter was able to duck out of the way. 1-1. That is on the outside corner. Scoreboard says 1-2. And curveball crushed to left center. Granados picks it up, throws into the infield. And Belleville with their second run of the game. Batter in there with a double. Have a little quick meeting of the minds here. Maybe try to settle Peachy down here a little bit. Runners on second and third with only one down. 13-2 game now. And Peachy with a curveball just misses outside. Lone outside, 2-0. That's just high, 3-0. And grounder to third underneath Hunter's glove. And into left. In to score is another runner for Belleville. And they still trail 13-3. So runners on first and second. And Tapper foul. Peachy ahead 0-1. Just missed outside, 1-1. Trying to nibble on that outside corner that's been a strike all day, but Still just a little bit too far outside. Not getting the call. Foul on a curveball. Peachy ahead 1-2. Belleville with 2 across in the inning and 1 down. And runners on first and second. And curveball missed. 2-2. And that's on the outside corner. Strike 3. Only the third fastball he might have thrown. Might have been a changeup. And curveball on the outside corner to get ahead 0-1. And just misses with that changeup outside. 1-1. And curveball, no curve. Stays high, 2-1. And liner to center, and Wyatt's got that ball corralled. And Belleville picks up 2 more, but Waterloo still with a 10-run lead. And that will do it through 4.5. Gear with the win. These 2 teams will meet again on Friday down in Belleville. Once again, final score from Waterloo. JV varsity back on the winning trail with a 13-3 victory over the Belleville Wildcats. So long, everybody.